Still Tammy Abraham struggling, but he's managed to get past the defender. Tammy Abraham with a big chance, and let's go. Tammy Abraham proving his doubters wrong. Oh, here's Mo Salah now against his former team. We've got the early head start against Liverpool. Can we make it even better? And we can. Mo Salah has now scored as well. So here we are back again with another episode of the Chelsea Career Mode series. This is episode number 18. We've got big decisions to make in this episode, as last episode we saw Rudiger wanted to leave the club and we've just received an offer from Barcelona. So we've got some big decisions to make, whether we sell him or not. We've had a decent start to our Premier League season and we've got to keep that going, but it's going to be difficult because in today's episode, we're up against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, who by the way are second in the league, and that's going to be a challenging fixture. And of course, we've got the game that all of you guys have been waiting for. Chelsea versus Bayer Leverkusen, the team we built, the team we won the Champions League with in our first season. We'll be up against them in today's episode of The Bridge. So yeah, we've got a cracking episode with transfer business, Premier League football, huge Champions League games. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and if you guys are enjoying the Chelsea Career Mode, keep the support coming in by dropping a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get this underway. It's now time for a press conference, and if you guys want to see your questions being answered, drop them down in the comment section below. Now that you've coached two teams in this series so far, which team was more fun and better for you to manage? That's actually a very interesting question. Now, which team was the more difficult job? Probably Bayer Leverkusen, but if I'm being honest, there's something about this Chelsea Career Mode that I've really enjoyed so far. Maybe it's because we're back in the Premier League, the competition. It's been super difficult, especially that first season where we didn't end up winning any trophies. But saying that, winning the Champions League with Bayer Leverkusen was just fantastic. I don't know how we pulled that off. And the more fun I've had was probably with Leverkusen because of the fact that we won the Champions League. Make no mistake, I'm really enjoying this Chelsea save as well, but winning the Champions League with Leverkusen was just something special, and now we get to face the team we built, and I genuinely can't wait for that match. Next up, what is Tammy Abraham's future? He needs more game time in the Premier League, and maybe you can find the best formation for both Tammy Abraham and Timo Werner. Listen, I'm not going to be changing my tactics and formation to fit in Tammy Abraham. I know he's a quality player, but going with something like a 4-4-2 formation and all, it'll just be chaotic, and we'll be missing out on having the wingers in Mo Salah and Christian Pulisic. So I'm not changing formation, but Tammy Abraham has to be patient because he will get his game time. There's a lot of games this season. Carabao Cup, we've got the Premier League, we've got the Champions League, we've got the FA Cup. Tammy Abraham, if he's patient, he will get his opportunity. Plus, you never know, with injuries, he might actually end up playing quite a bit of football. Besides that, he's pretty happy right now in terms of his morale. I mean, it's all good. We don't really have to worry about Tammy Abraham getting upset and leaving like Rudiger, so things are fine with the current situation. I'll try and fit in more game time for Tammy Abraham in the future, but most importantly, we need to tie down Tammy Abraham to a long-term contract because his contract is expiring in 10 months. The last thing I want is him leaving for free, because I know he's valued at a pretty huge amount, at about 60 million, so we gotta get that contract renewed at the very least. Next up, every time we face the top team, we've dominated. Whenever we face the weaker team, we tie or lose usually. That's a very good observation. That's been the story of my career mode so far. Like, honestly, with Chelsea, we've beaten teams like Liverpool and Man City, but then we draw against teams like Brighton, West Ham. It is so frustrating, and the primary reason for this is we're a counter-attacking team, and when we let teams like Liverpool and City have the ball, we get spaces in behind. With Pulisic and Salah, we can exploit those spaces, and that's why we beat teams that try and keep possession against us. But when you're up against West Ham and Brighton, those kind of teams just let you have the ball and just stay back and wait to counter themselves. And that's where we've struggled to break down teams, and that's where they've actually, taken points away from us. That's my take on this situation. We've got to find a way to play good football when keeping possession as well if we want to win the Premier League, because we can't be dropping too many points against the lower level teams compared to, of course, the higher level teams. So that is something that is a very good observation. We've got to work towards finding a solution. If you guys have any suggestions on, how to dominate teams in the lower half of the table, because I'm pretty convinced that against the top teams, we can win because of our counter-attacking style of play, but keeping possession and creating chances is pretty tricky in this game. But that's just my take. Let me know your thoughts on this. But with that press conference done, Let's move on. Kepa has been criticized so often in this series. We were almost gonna sell him at the start of our first season here at Chelsea, but he's turned things around completely. Last episode, he was making save after save, and the Spaniard really showcased his talent, and that's why in the comments section, pretty much everyone voted for Kepa, and that's why he is your player of the episode. Okay, now time to address the Antonio Rudiger situation. Pretty much everybody in the comments section was telling me to sell him, but only for the right price. So that's probably the plan we're gonna take, because I don't want to be selling him for cheap and struggling to, then replace him in the January transfer window. We know he kind of wants to leave the club, maybe he wants to join a bigger club, and that's why Barcelona have come in with an offer. We're gonna negotiate this and see how much money we can get. So his market value should be between 37 and 74. So if we can get anywhere upwards of 60 million, I'm okay to selling Rudiger. He wants to leave, and that's fine by me. So let's negotiate and see what Barcelona are willing to pay. Time to negotiate once again with Kike Setien. We've done it quite a bit in this series. I mean, Barcelona, Chelsea do seem to have good relations here. We're going to go with a 60 million counter offer, and we'll see if Barcelona are willing to bring out the checkbook to complete the Rudiger transfer. Come on, man. 46.6 million, that's all you're offering? Is that a joke? We'll counter with 55. That's still acceptable for a 28-year-old. 55 million, come on Barca. 47.1, like, are you kidding me, man? We'll count it again with 55. I'm not budging from 55 million. Come on Barca, accept this. And nah, Kike Setien is not having it, so we still keep Rudiger for now, but it's an interesting situation. Look at his morale right now. Let's take a look at Rudiger's morale. I'm pretty sure it's very unhappy. We don't even know why. Like, he's been playing quite a bit of football, so I'm confused. We'll see how this situation develops, but I'm not going to be selling him for cheap at all. Here's a quick look at our season objectives. We definitely want to make more progress in this episode. Last episode was decent. Let's hope we can pick up some more Man of the Match awards with Mateo Kovacic. Assists with Billy Gilmore would be lovely. Goals from Timo Werner would be helpful as well. Let's push on. So we start the episode off with a big trip to the Emirates Stadium, and I'm confident because against big teams, this Chelsea side has dominated, and let's keep that trend going. A win here against Arsenal could push us up to maybe second place or at least above Arsenal. So that's what I'm hoping for. They've only lost one game so far this season. Fair enough, they've built a good team, but I reckon we've got the better team. I know it's at the Emirates, but I'm confident. For this one against Arsenal, I'm kind of in two minds of whether do I go for the 4-3-3 with a CDM, or do I just stick to my guns and play the 4-3-3 attack formation, because let's be real, even when we use the defensive formation away from home, we still drop points, we still struggle, so maybe sticking to my guns and just perfecting this formation could be the right play, and that's why I'm sticking to this formation against Arsenal. I know it's at the Emirates, but as I said before, I'm confident. We've got a very strong lineup with Salah, Werner, Ziyech, Pulisic, all of them starting. Longley at the back as well. Rudiger, I know he's unhappy, but we're going to be putting him in the lineup because he's one of our best defenders. We need him out there. This is our team, Chelsea, Arsenal. Let's get this game underway. That's the Arsenal team we're facing, and I think I can understand why this team is second in the Premier League, having Richarlison, Goncalo Guedes. They've got Brozovic and Delaney in midfield. A decent back line with Romagnoli. Jesus Corona, I know the memes about him and all, but he's a decent footballer. If they've got Socrates, Bern Leno, that's a good Arsenal team, and this is going to be a challenge, especially with the pace they've got in the attack. Nicolas Pepe looks inside for Delaney, and we're seeing the Danishman bring the ball forward. Now it's back to Brozovic, the Croatian on the ball. Good challenge from Kante. This is what he does all season long. We spoke about Arsenal having pace, but we've got a lot of pace in our attack as well. As here goes Mo Salah. Could look for the cutback inside for Hakim Ziyech. Should be a simple goal. How have we messed that one up? Jesus Corona coming in at the last moment and saving Arsenal there. Ziyech had to score that. I was being unselfish with Salah, but Ziyech let us down there. We've got Ben Chilwell on the ball. Looks for Kovacic. Lovely play into Ziyech. We could now do something here. Timo Werner. Maybe some movement. Or Timo Werner could go on his own. Gets taken down just outside the box. And we get a free kick from Ziyech territory. We've scored free kicks before in this series. I think this is the series where we've scored the most free kicks for FIFA 20. And let's make that count. Come on, Ziyech. Put this one in as well. It's beautiful from Hakim Ziyech. That deserved a goal. I'm not having it. The crossbar denies Hakim Ziyech. How close was that to being one of our best free kicks this year? Come on, man, that's tough. Here we go, Timo Werner on the attack. Could see Mo Salah. Looks to feed him. Salah's got the pace and tries to bring it inward. Still Mo Salah gets a bit lucky, and that's another one of those trademark Mo Salah goals. 1-0 Chelsea. Mo Salah is just something special, man. On that left foot, there aren't many players better than him, and the few I can think of are Leo Messi, etc. But Mo Salah, man, is just something else in this game. Left foot, simple finish, made it look so easy. No chance for Bernd Leno. It's 1-0 at the Emirates for Chelsea. I told you, against the big boys, this Chelsea team always delivers. Hakim Ziyech, and I see Werner making a nice run, but Kovacic is in an even better position. Still, Kovacic has to score this big save from Bernd Leno. How aren't we leading this game 2-0 or 3-0? Because we've been that dominant. Sending this one through for Mo Salah. Of course, he'll keep it in. And the first touch was just special from Mo Salah. Here he goes on the attack. On the left foot again. Can he call this one in? Tries to, but Bernd Leno denies him. Mo Salah is having the game of his life here against Arsenal. Has almost scored a hat-trick in this one. Unbelievable from him. I cannot believe how dominant we've been against Arsenal in this first half. Every chance was coming from our team and it was just brutal. Like, look at that. We let Arsenal have all the possession, 57% of it, but on the counter, we were just lethal. Let's keep this up in the second half. Here's Delaney on the ball. Oh, Longley gets beaten there, and this is not a good look for the team as it's Mesut Ozil who crosses this one back in. Hakimi does really well, and N'Golo Kante helps us out defensively, but Arsenal looking much better now in this second half, and we've got to be really cautious. Oh, that is a fantastic pass to Goncalo Guedes, and now Arsenal have broken through. Cut back to Pepe. This is what I was talking about, man. We've been so dominant, but one mistake is enough to ruin your entire game. And that's how this kind of a goal feels, because we've been the dominant team, and to concede like that, just awful. Our defense just got caught out on this one instance, and Nicolas Pepe, of course he's going to score from there. It's game on against Arsenal. Mateo Kovacic with a bit of space now. Still Kovacic looking for passing options. He'll go backwards to Kante. Kovacic again. Now looks for Hakim Ziyech. Still Ziyech. No space whatsoever. Arsenal are now defending really deep, but we're keeping the ball really well as well. Here's Hakimi now. Looks for Timo Werner. Fake shot. Still Werner. Good defending from Arsenal. They know what's on the line here. We still have the ball. We're going to continue to attack this Arsenal defense. Here's Hakim Ziyech now. Looks for N'Golo Kante with a bit of space. Shoots, and N'Golo Kante, an unlikely goal scorer. A fantastic finish from Kante as he makes it 2-1 against Arsenal. I'll be honest, this is the last player I was expecting to score a goal for us. And what a goal it was. Have a look at that for a strike. Edge of the box, bang, no chance for Bernd Leno, who's been having a great game. But N'Golo Kante's just popped off with that. A fantastic low shot in the bottom right corner. No chance for the keeper, and Chelsea have their lead back again with about 20 minutes to go. We're the favourites now to win this game. Gonna make some changes for the remainder of this one. Timo Werner not having the best of games. Maybe it makes sense to bring on Tammy Abraham. Gonna bring on Mason Mount as well as Loftus-Cheek. Quite a few changes to, just freshen up the team. It is full time against Arsenal, and the goal from N'Golo Kante separates the two teams as we pick up all 3 points against Arsenal. A big win for us at the Emirates Stadium. There's that man, N'Golo Kante, our match winner. What a performance from our captain to score a goal like that in a game like this. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see where we are at the Premier League table right now. We are second in the Premier League right now. A fantastic position to be in. Just 4 points off the top. United having a fabulous season, but being 4 points off the top isn't all that bad. We're second now in the Premier League. A lovely position to be in. A point above City, a couple above Liverpool, but it's Manchester United who look like the team to beat. They're in the form of their lives by the looks of it. 7 games played so far in the Prem, 7 wins for them. It's going to be difficult trying to, overtake them, but I'm excited for the challenge. Feels like the Premier League has gone back a decade, with United and Chelsea being the dominant teams. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting title race. For now, though, it's time to go back to the Champions League as we've got a very special game ahead of us as we take on Bayer Leverkusen at the Stamford Bridge. The team we coached, the team we managed to win both the German Cup as well as the Champions League with. We're facing them right now at the Stamford Bridge in a pretty important game because we dropped points in our first Champions League game. So we've got to beat Bayer Leverkusen. It's not going to be easy. They're former Champions League winners and we've got a fantastic team that we built. So I'm excited for this one. It's going to be an emotional game, but I'm ready for it. Kind of want to see the squad my former team actually have. They've got Anthony Lopez in goal, who's 86 rated, by the way. Still got Heung-min Son. They've signed Jamie Vardy as well. We had Isaac back there as well. Yusuf Attal, who was big for us. They've got Leon Bailey. They've signed a lot of players. Luka Modric is in there, who's now 84 rated. Damn. That's tough. They've got Palacios, who should be like super high rated. We can't see his overall, but I'm sure he's really high rated. Guendouzi, who we signed. King Kai Havertz, 90 rated. Oh god. We're going to be playing against them. That's going to be difficult. They've signed Alaba as well. They've got some quality players. I'm interested to see their lineup against us. Now, because of a few fitness reasons, I have made a few slight changes, like Ansu Fati coming in for Pulisic. He's not really had his big performance at Chelsea, and I'm hoping soon he can get that. We've still got Kovacic, Ziyech, Mo Salah, all of them starting. A very, very strong Chelsea team. You know what? I kind of feel like we've got to start Hideki in this game. Against this former team, he deserves to play. So Hideki is in the lineup. Chelsea versus Bayer Leverkusen at the Stamford Bridge. I couldn't be more excited for a game. This is going to be epic. So Leverkusen sticking to their 3 at the back formation, the one that we used over there. And wow, they've got a good team. They've got Luka Modric, their captain now. Kai Havertz in Cam, Heung-min Son, Palacios, Leon Bailey. Their defense is still pretty similar, Zakaria and Tar. They've got Alaba though now. They've made a few improvements. I'm not too convinced with Lazari on the right, but this is still a phenomenal team. This is going to be one of our most difficult games of the season, I suppose, because that team looks just insane. Here we go at the Stamford Bridge, a big Champions League night against our former team Leverkusen. I know you guys have been waiting for this game for a long time, and I'm certainly hyped for this. Let's get this one started. If we can play things right against their 3 at the back formation, having Mo Salah down this right side is going to be immense, because the 3 at the back formation gets really exposed with wingers, with proper wingers, and Mo Salah is certainly one, so I'm hoping we can exploit that fact. It's not going to be so easy though, as Palacios goes for goal, and oh my god, we're off to a shocker here against Bayer Leverkusen, as Ezequiel Palacios has just done that. We know he's good at scoring some crackers. We scored one with him in the German Cup final in our first season with them, and he's just done that against us at the bridge. Outrageous from Ezequiel Palacios. Well, that's the quality that Bayer Leverkusen possess. This is by no means going to be an easy game. We've just seen an absolute belter being scored within the first 6 minutes. That's crazy. Looking to unlock some spaces here. Looks for Timo Werner. This looks nice. This looks really nice. Werner with a bit of space, and oh my god, Timo Werner. How has he pulled that off? There was no space to even shoot from there. But not only did he manage to get the shot off, the power behind it was unbelievable. Have a look at that again. In the first 12 minutes, we've seen 2 absolutely brilliant goals. Beating the goalkeeper there, and well, it's 1-1 and game on. Timo Werner with an absolute screamer against Leverkusen. Let's go. Here we go with Ansu Fati on the attack. Looks for Mateo Kovacic, and now the space for Mo Salah to exploit. This is what happens when you play 3 at the back. Your wingers get so much space to create chances. Mo Salah could shoot. Mo Salah does shoot. And Mo Salah has just scored another one of the typical Salah goals. Chelsea lead 2-1 against Bayer Leverkusen. Absolutely sensational. The assist from Mateo Kovacic deserves a lot of credit, because he played that ball out wide to Salah as soon as he saw the angle. And that requires a lot of skill. And Mo Salah then just did the rest. He did what he does best. He took on defenders, picked his spot, bang. Chelsea lead 2-1. We've got our deserved lead. Mateo Kovacic, oh what a pass that is for Timo Werner. And now Werner has got pace. Werner has got the pace to beat that back line. Still Timo Werner. Can he score though from here? Left foot, bang. But hits the side netting. Kovacic's pass to find Werner was outrageous. And also Werner did well to beat the defensive line. The finish lacking a bit. Cucurella looks now for Ansu Fati, who's got space to move into. Cleverly done to release Hakim Ziyech. Massive chance for Hakim Ziyech, and he scores. Ansu Fati picks up his first assist in a Chelsea shirt, and Ziyech finally has his shooting boots on as he scores a big goal for us before halftime. It's been a terrific game of football. Leverkusen look very shaky at the back. I know they're fantastic going forwards, but we can exploit their backline, and that's exactly what we've done in this first half. We lead 3-1. What an advantage to have going into that second half. Mo Salah once again attacking this right flank. Still Salah. Looks inside for Ziyech. Has to be a goal. It is a goal. The amount of space we've got on the wings, it's crazy, and we've been exploiting them from the first minute. Mo Salah has had one of his best performances in a Chelsea shirt as he assists Hakim Ziyech for his second goal of the night. A 3 at the back defense, you can exploit it so easily if you've got proper world-class wingers, and that's exactly what we've done. 4-1 now against Leverkusen. Didn't expect to be beating them so easily, but yeah, we've been putting in a top performance in this one. I think it's time to make some changes as well. I'm going to be bringing on Hudson-Odoi for Mo Salah, giving him a bit of a rest. I know he's had a fantastic game, but our lead is pretty good right now. We'll also bring on Tammy Abraham for Timo Werner and giving Mason Mount some game time by bringing him on for Kovacic. Here's Hakim Ziyech. Oh, the dribbling there was just world class, and looks for Tammy Abraham. Has to be a goal for the young Englishman, and Tammy Abraham makes it count. The minutes he's received here in this Champions League game aren't a lot. 20 minutes, that's all he's got to play here, but he's made that count with a simple finish to beat the Leverkusen keeper. We've run a riot here as we now make it 5-1. Didn't expect to thrash my former team like this, but we've been fantastic. Our tactics were on point, and well, we're getting the job done. Since we dropped points in our first Champions League game, it was important that we deliver a good performance here, and that's what we did. I know it was against our former team, but we stepped up. And honestly, Leverkusen didn't pose much of a challenge. In the first few minutes, they were fantastic, but then once we started taking the lead and getting a hold on the game, they just weren't a match to us. We'll see how the game goes in their stadium, but we're taking home this one. 3 points secured. Oh wow, just after Hakim Ziyech puts in a great performance against Bayer Leverkusen, we get an offer for him from Liverpool. He's not going to Liverpool. We're just directly rejecting the offer. I didn't even see how much they were offering, because no way am I selling Hakim Ziyech. Okay, now Manchester United want Mateo Kovacic. This time, well, it's a big offer, 80.4 million, but we're not selling one of our best players. Like, come on, why do United and Liverpool want our star players? Like, get out of here, man. I'm not selling Kovacic or even Ziyech. So we've got a lot of contract renewals to go through. First one being Tammy Abraham. We'll go through them slowly as we progress through episodes. Tammy Abraham is a key one because he just scored against Leverkusen in the Champions League. We saw what he can do, 85 rated. There's no way we're letting him go for free. So let's get that contract sorted. So this is what I'm offering Tammy Abraham. The same wages and a 500,000 signing bonus. Let's see if he's willing to accept that. There you go. That's done. Tammy Abraham has renewed his contract with, of course, Chelsea. We've now got a home game against Crystal Palace, which we are going to simulate with our first team. And this should be a win for us. It is, but just about, as Kovacic and Ziyech scored the goals for us, 2-1 against Palace. Okay, so looks like the situation is changing with Antonio Rudiger. He wants to maybe stay at the club? I'm not too sure, but his morale is going up, so that's brilliant. More offers coming in for Antonio Rudiger, but now since his morale is going up, I kind of want to just keep him for now. So we'll reject the offers and just wait and see how the situation develops. So I've made a few changes for this one, like bringing in Mason Mount. He actually asked me to get an opportunity in this game, so he's in the lineup. Reece James starts as well, and so does Christensen. But apart from that, it's our standard top class 11. We're ready to pick up 3 points here. We've been in great form this episode. Let's keep that up. Look at the space they've left early on in this game for us. Like, what are they doing? Mo Salah with a chance now. Still Mo Salah. Left foot. Opens up space. And wow. What even is Mo Salah? How did he generate that much power on a low-driven finesse? I have no idea. But Everton with suicidal tactics in the first few minutes. I mean, leaving their fullbacks completely forward. Why would you do that in the first 5 minutes? I don't get it, but we've got ourselves an early lead away from home. I mean, look at that for power from Mo Salah. Picks his spot. Oh, Mo Salah is just something special. What an episode he's having here. 1-0 Chelsea. Antonio on the ball, looks inside for Andre Gomez, flicks it up, and I think he's messed it up. Andre Gomez with, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was trying to be cheeky and it completely backfired. I'm glad though, because I don't want to be conceding. And that might actually enable us to start a counter-attack with Mo Salah. But Davies with a good interception. But what on earth are Everton doing in this game? They're messing things up both defensively and offensively. Corner for us. We're taking it short for N'Golo Kante. Slowly moving it forward for Timo Werner, who could just fire this one. And what? What's up with our shooting today? Because everything we're doing is working out to perfection. Timo Werner scores yet again in the Premier League to add to his goal tally, and Chelsea lead 2-0 straight from a corner as well. I mean, yeah, we took it short, and N'Golo Kante just played this one into Werner, but how did he manage to squeeze this one in? I have no idea, but fair enough, I guess. Pickford beaten, and Chelsea comfortably leading 2-0. That ball is for Mo Salah, cleverly releases it for Reece James, and Mo Salah goes on the run. We played back to Salah, and this is where we're absolutely lethal. Here's Timo Werner now, could cross this one for Christian Pulisic, has to be a goal. It is too easy right now. Everton have been left completely open, and we're on fire. In our last 2 games, we've now scored 8 goals, and this game is only 1/3 of its completion. Unbelievable performance so far from Chelsea. Our front 3 are all on the score sheet. Werner picking up the assist, a decent volley from Pulisic, 3-0 against Everton. Werner, lovely release to Mo Salah, and he's got more space to exploit. Still Salah, fake shot inside, it's too easy for Mo Salah, but no, the keeper makes a save, and another save from Pickford. How has he saved the rebound as well? Yo, Pickford has made some great saves in this game, even though he's conceded like 3 goals. Could be a chance for Everton to get maybe a consolation goal, as it's Iwobi who shoots, and fair enough, out of nowhere, Everton managed to pick up a goal. It's the former Arsenal player Iwobi who scores, but there's not much time left in this one for, of course, Everton to mount a comeback, so we're still in a pretty good spot. Full time against Everton as we pick up a 3-1 win away from home, excluding the goal that Everton scored. It was a comfortable game. We were so dominant, and the fact that it was away from home makes it even better. Chelsea pick up another convincing victory in the Premier League. We've now got an away Champions League game against Moscow, which I'm going to be simulating with my second team, and let's see if we can win. Yes, we can. Mount and Hakimi scoring the goals. No injuries as well. Perfect. And the win keeps us a point above Bayer Leverkusen in the race for finishing first in our Champions League group, so I'm loving the situation. Our next game is against Dynamo Kiev, if I'm not wrong, or is it against Moscow? It's against Moscow again, so we should be able to win that. We're simulating another Premier League game. This one's against Fulham at home, who aren't having the best of seasons. I'm expecting a big win. That's exactly what happens. Abraham comes on and scores. Ziyech as well. Mo Salah with a brace. Hakimi picked up a red card pretty early on. We still managed to beat them comfortably, so that's brilliant. So we end off the episode still being second in the Premier League, 4 points off the top, because Manchester United seem unbeatable at this point. Like 10 games played, 10 wins. They're off to a freaking insane start, and we've got to hope that they drop points soon, because this season, where City, Liverpool all are dropping points, could be the season where we win the Premier League with Chelsea. Next episode, we're going to continue playing a lot of games. We've got City in the Carabao Cup, which is going to be a good game for the youngsters. We've got Spurs, more Champions League action. It's going to be a lot of fun. Another fairly decent episode for our season objectives. Longley had a good game against Everton, and that helped towards his objective. Billy Gilmore picked up a few more assists in the games that we simmed. More goals for Werner and Mo Salah, so things are going well. Before we end off the episode, time for a quick discussion on the Player of the Episode award, and I think you can guess the 2 nominees for this one, N'Golo Kante and Mo Salah. I mean, these 2 have been brilliant in this episode, with Kante scoring the winner against Arsenal and Mo Salah just scoring goals for fun in this episode. Make your decision in the comments section. But with that, we're wrapping up yet another episode of the Chelsea Career Mode series. A lot happened in this episode. We talked about a lot of transfer business, that big game against Leverkusen, more Premier League stuff, and we'll continue all of that in the next episode. But if you enjoyed today's one, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll catch you all next time.